And I think the biggest recession indicator for me right now is observing young people in the spaces where I'm doing my shopping. First of all, a lot of signs have gone up at places where children might shop. This may be gas stations, newspaper booths, certain sections of grocery stores, certain mall stores as well. And some of these stores have implemented programming against the youth in a way, like maybe no unaccompanied people under 18, or maybe only 3 people of student age in the store at a time. This tells me that a lot of kids are outside spending their money and taking on shopping responsibility more than I've observed in the past. In the past, it was often even kind of like a showing of age or coming of age moment when you were a kid in the line to pay for maybe just basic items. I can say this because in the past, I was that child. And even seeing cashiers respond to me spending my money, it was kind of like a pat on the back or, are you sure you want to check out? Almost being overlooked in line while holding your items. But the truth is, even though it looked like a coming of age for me to the worker, I was already funding my survival. And I already see this in kids today in large numbers. A lot of them aren't in these stores just buying crap. A lot of them are buying toiletries, food, things that aren't typical things that kids just spend their money on, which is usually something that they're wasting their money on. Today's kids are genuinely taking on shopper responsibility as I remember doing in my youth. And the reason I had to do that so early on in youth is because the financial standing of my family was just one that required me to do that for myself. It wasn't being provided, so I had to provide for myself. The fact that so many kids are now living under the same mentality lets me know the state of the average American household. The fact that the spending of money by kids has become so normalized is also why we see them wanting grand things when it's not their money being spent. You see, they already understand what it's like to buy their clothing, their bathing supplies, food for themselves and their siblings. Why wouldn't they want designer or top line of things when it does come to them being gifted? They've already spent so much money and are already gaining an understanding of commerce. It has also been normalized and accepted by the world that today's youth do spend earlier and have a purchasing power in industries that we once associated with maybe the heads of the household doing the buying or adult purchases in general. While this responsibility is impressive to observe, it does make me worry for the younger generation, as well as their relationship to consumerism and materialism when they're already having to adapt these attributes so young in life. And already we see young people have a bigger knowledge and understanding of materialism. It is not rare to see teens rocking designer or having expensive pieces of tech, things I could never expect to wear or even ask my parents for, or even have knowledge on in my youth. One thing about a dwindling economy is not only do you need more money as the average citizen, but also you'll start needing money younger, especially if your parents aren't able to support you, which less and less are able to support their kids, as joblessness worsens and prices get higher.